I'm still slightly bemused about this move from I'm an expert on this and I have views to I'm a comedian.
I've never claimed to be an expert on anything.
This is the problem, Joe. If somebody
Wait a minute,
says...
you have to claim to be an expert on something to have an opinion on something?
No, you don't have to be.
Well, I mean, it depends what you mean by it. I mean, I deal with dark subjects. Lots. I deal in taboos for various reasons. But it depends, doesn't it? I've always said it depends. Some people are offended because they mistake the subject of a joke with the actual target. I assume these people are generally just trying to be offensive and troll people and not, you know, that. I mean, again, I'm not going to judge them, but if you do that, you've got to be good at it. There's got to be something there.
I'm not a historian, but I'm pumping out history.
But wait a minute,
I'm not an expert, but I'm talking all the time about this
But you're not
thing.
even talking about specifically on what he just said. What's the solution? To not talk about it?
No, it's to have more experts around.
The expert class hasn't done a great job,
I know,
man. This is follow the science.
Yeah, but you know what? I agree with that. I just said to you, I agree with that.
Right, I know.
But
So
one
Douglas,
of the problems
during
is,
all of COVID, I will put my track record against any of the expert class on COVID. So should I have just shut up? Should I have shut up by opposing lockdowns and opposing vaccine mandates and talking about the lab leak theory?
At the time. You realize
that's the
right?
entire argument that you're making.
Absolutely.
Let the experts handle this.
No.
You're not an expert. You're right. I was just a comedian.
You're wildly not listening to what I'm saying.
You're saying I claim to be an expert, but then I have like a parachute to get out of it by being like, hey, I'm just a comedian. But I don't think I've ever like really claimed to be an expert.
Well,
I have opinions on things.
People think it's easy. They see people, comedians who deal in dark subjects. They go, oh, anyone can do that, and you can't. People say to me, go, oh, yeah, you're just offensive. Anyone can make people laugh by being offensive. I go, go on then. Go on, sell out Wembley and then just go on there and just be offensive. No jokes, no art, no craft. After about 20 seconds, you'll go, yeah, there's a trick to this, isn't there? It's a skill, it's a tightrope walk. Imagine if you're walking along the you kept falling off and breaking your leg. People go, he's not very good. You can't go, oh, you just don't like the way you're not walking the tightrope properly. You've got to be good at it. I'd say it depends. You've got to take every joke on its own merit and every comedian on their own merit.
But isn't it weird to be simultaneously saying I'm not an expert on a conflict and talking about it everywhere?
I don't see how you
Do you talk about these things?
Some of them, yeah.
Are you an expert?
I am on some, yes.
On some,
but you talk about some that you're not an expert on.
What should you do if those subjects get breached?
Well, I think that you educate yourself as much as you can.
Shouldn't you say I'm not an expert and then give your opinion if you're in the middle of a conversation?
I think it's a weird move to say I'm not an expert on this, but I'm going to talk about it nonstop. I think that is strange.
Listen, I will certainly concede that I am weird, but I just fundamentally disagree with this idea that there's an expert class. They can have opinions on all of these things. It's weird for any regular person who's just read about it.
Not my view.
What it sounds like, and I don't know this story, what it sounds like they've probably broken some sort of rules of the platform, maybe. I mean, there are still laws, I guess. I don't know, but it depends. But there's nothing wrong with dark humour, nothing at all. There's nothing wrong with any subject. It depends on the joke.